Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on the Sicilian Corner on a beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. Oh, I love this weather. You know, dew point yesterday was like 10, right?
Oh, that's what you like, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
with my back, this weather to me, I honest to God, I feel like I'm 75 again.
And
I
you
mean,
look
really.
it. You look it too. Can I just tell you? You look it too.
Yeah, thank you.
And look at his
and
hair.
it's charming as well.
And look at his hair.
He's got hair.
10
Wow.
point dew point, and it's like no static, no nothing. It's just laying there.
Like, how do you do that?
I don't know. I don't know how you do it.
Like, you must put something in it.
Nothing.
Right? What do you
Zero.
mean nothing?
Nandy.
No
I touch
product,
it?
nothing.
Can I touch it?
It's just like that. No olive
There's-
oil, no nothing.
There's a little bit of product.
Okay.
There's a spray.
There's a spray.
Thank you to Encore Boston Harbor Casino, because when we get a room, they give you a little like candy, between
Sure.
shaving cream and
Oh, and
between.
you take it in the bag, put it in the bag, and it. you
Well,
use
I got a
the
full.
little
I
shampoos.
got a whole
We do
drawer. I got a whole drawer
Yep.
all full of little nicky knackies.
Use them.
Well, I have been, but what I have too much, and I actually put them in a box, and I was really thinking of bringing them down to the where the immigrants are staying over at the Days Inn, and
That could be a good contribution.
yeah, I
You
just
know?
I don't have a point person to bring it to.
Okay. So vote on this though, because I went to a place that had a suite, it had a kitchenette, right? And so at home we were out of dishwashing soap,
You didn't
and
take
they had
it.
a new dishwashing soap there, not a big one, the little sample ones they had. And I said, no, I'm taking this, and I'm
Where
taking
was
the
this?
sponge. It was at a hotel up in the White Mountains.
Wow.
Where was this? What hotel?
Do I have to say?
Yeah.
The Inn at Pollardbrook in Lincoln.
In Lincoln?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Right near the Kankamangas.
Yep.
Nice.
Ruined hotels to me. It's the best place. It's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
What's so good about it?
They get a suite, so a
Vibrating
separate
beds.
bedroom, and
I mean, really vibrating.
Vibrating.
No.
You have to
They
bring a
have
lot
that?
of quarters. Oh, sure.
no, the beautiful
What kind of a
suite
show
rooms.
am I in?
Yeah.
Is this the right show?
This is the right show. So it's bad for me that I took it.
No, not
Because
at
what
all.
are they going to do? They're not going to put it back out again, right?
No, I don't think
If
so.
it
I
was
don't know.
somewhat used.
But these are just the small little containers. So
I got it. So the
they have-
point is, your
if
hair
they-
looks good.
as long as there's something up there, that's all I care
Yeah,
about.
really.
I don't know how good it looks or how bad it looks.
Amen,
Listen, I
brother.
would tell you.
But
I
Bob,
would tell you because Al.
Yeah.
His hair always looks good.
he doesn't have any.
Right. It
It's a
always
wonderful
looks good.
thing. It's a wonderful thing.
Easy breezy.
Easy breezy. Our co-host today, if you don't know, happens to be a very special guest and friend, Eszter Vajda. How are you?
Good.
And-
I'm so grateful that I'm here in Boston for a couple of weeks and I'm able to be here with you and Lou.
This is a treat.
It's a treat for me because, and by the way, I'm recording all of this.
Uh-oh.
I forgot my tripod. So I'm
Uh-oh.
doing it all because for one of our future Yumi and Sicily videos, I'm going to be showing this because this is, for those of you who don't know, where it all started.
Mhm.
All started with Mike and Tom and Lou and
The other guy.
the other guy.
And the other guy.
And my partner in life, my love of my life, Alfredo Zapala.
You know something? I think that's wonderful. You guys, you've been living in Sicily now for 10 years?
It'll be 10 next year.
10 next year.
10 next year, the first time I set foot in Sicily. So what happened was you and I
Yep.
interviewed Al Zapala. Well, what happened was Tom Zapala, his
Mm.
brother, called me and said, I'm not feeling too, or I'm out of
He was,
town.
he was under
the
he was under the
under
weather.
the weather. Can you go co-host with me? Okay, who's the guest? The guest is Al Zapala. The topic is Sicily. Really? Let me Google that. Let me Google.
Yeah.
Let me Google Sicily. Where's Sicily?
And that was-
Wait a sec.
Yeah.
Where's Sicily? I'm kidding. And so he walked in and we talked about his books and his works in Sicily, his nonprofit and so forth. And at the end, and his daughter, Katie Ray, was there. And at the end, it was him that said it, not me. Let's go to lunch to explore the. No, wait a sec. I take that back. Al, if you're listening, I take that back. I said to him, come on my show, because I had a TV show, statewide TV show at the time. And I said, come on my show, come into the studios. Let's do an interview about Sicily. That's
how it started.
That's how it started. And then we were sitting in the
Wait
studios
a
in
second. Did
Andover.
you just want the interview?
Just the interview.
Okay. This was nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Not even in the radar.
Okay.
No. Niente. No. My. And so
Pretty definitive.
we sat in the studio in Andover, and I was interviewing him, and it was like a good 25, 30. I like to keep it like 15, but we kept going on, and the studio lights were off, and they're taking our microphones off, and
It just kept going.
and we just kept talking, and the studio guys are like, okay, Eszter, look. So Al said, why don't we go to lunch and explore the possibility of you coming to Sicily to do a series of videos? And that's how we started. And one of the lunches was actually here in Yella.
Yep.
That we just passed. That
Yep.
was one place.
Mhm.
Bertucci's was another. Like we what is it called in Grassfields in Andover? And we had a series of meetings that led up to me going to Sicily in June of 2014. And I was supposed to stay 1 month to do 7 videos. I
Yeah.
ended up staying 5 months.
Wow.
And we had a cameraman from Dancing with the Stars, Rocco Colonna, whose dad I was on the phone with yesterday because he has an hour slot in California in
Oh.
Palm Springs that he runs our stuff 10 years later. He
Hmm.
still runs our stuff, and he wants to renew our partnership next year. And we had a conversation. But anyway, so here I am going back to Sicily for my 10th year, over 400 videos on our
Wow.
on channel You, Me, and Sicily on YouTube, over 400.
I've learned so much from watching your videos. I haven't been to Sicily often, but probably through the years that we were married, probably 5 times, and
That's pretty often.
5 times in 53 years.
But wait a second,
Yeah.
it's also you go for 10 days. There's also
Yeah.
there's only so much you can see and
The
do.
first time I went, we had only been married 2 years, and that was in '67. We went to a wedding in Catania. I couldn't wait to get the hell out of there
Why?
because they were a pain in the ass. They were driving me crazy.
Ooh,
The couple.
His cousins,
Oh, it's good.
her cousins, they were driving me freaking bad. I had bought some pants at Caps. You remember Caps and Lawrence?
I love the
Okay. And
high-end men's.
exactly. All right.
dad
But they
used
fit
that,
you
yeah.
to the T. I bought as many clothes. A lot of my clothes came from there. Anyway, long story short, I bought some off-white pants, dress pants, and I had a blue blazer.
Nice.
I thought I looked pretty cool. These guys they're talking in Italian among themselves,
Yeah.
saying, "Who does he think he is wearing white pants to a wedding? Does he think he's a doctor?"
You understood that?
A little
I was,
bit.
I was going to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can follow it. I can stay with you. I can't speak it, but I can follow you. Anyway, long story short, they picked on me so much. So finally, I got so annoyed. I said, "Look, guys."
Basta.
Yeah, exactly. He says, "I don't care whether I go to this wedding or not. If I go, this is what I'm wearing." End of conversation. But they were really, oh my God.
That's
Eh,
a little surprising.
It drove me nuts.
By the
And
way,
then
how were they dressed?
every place we went, they had a little cottage at the base of Mount Etna. And we were going there one afternoon, late one afternoon. And we had to wait until everybody else showed up. And of course, the little Fiats, you can only put a few people in them. So there's like 8 or 9 cars. Well, we're waiting. And yeah, I'm standing there waiting and waiting and waiting. I mean, I could have grew grass. I mean, it was crazy. And
I've
everything.
seen, but this is strange because I've gone to weddings and I've seen men with white pants and
Well, this is 1967. You weren't even born yet.
mm,
Oh. So anyway, that was my first experience. Second experience, much better. Much better.
good.
Yeah, much better. And then mainland Italy, I enjoy, in my opinion, just my opinion, Northern Italy to me is, if I had to drop anchor somewhere, it would be there.
Yeah. Where?
Well, the Lake Como, Lake Maggiore area,
Yeah.
to me,
Why?
I just love it. I love
When was
everything about it. The beauty, the temperature, it gets colder. I hate the heat. I hate the humidity. I mean, I know today in Catania it's absolutely beautiful.
It's like 70.
Yeah, close 66. Yeah. And something,
Well,
again, I'm not
I
knocking.
think you got to experience it aside from your cousins and that experience, because there's
Oh yeah.
much more,
Well, we spent 3 weeks in a little Fiat and driving all over. I mean, from the Sorrento area, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. There's a road called the Amalfi Drive, Lou, right?
Mhm.
And it literally hangs on a cliff. It does. It's hairpin turns. You got these tour buses coming down there tooting the horn. You literally, I mean, you have no place to go.
no,
I mean,
of course.
I
I know those roads in
and-
Sicily
yeah.
too. Woohoo.
And then there's Lucille going, Mike, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I mean, I got my hands on the wheel. My knuckles are turning white.
That's why, Mike, I always tell people first time coming to Sicily not to drive. You miss out on the beauty, just the sheer beauty of driving around. It's incredible.
I love exploring, and I like going places. And I know on your tours, you go to a lot of places that most tours do not go.
Yeah.
You personalize it, which I respect that tremendously. When I'm of course, I was young, I was foolish, I didn't care. I'd do anything you want. But
Yeah, when people first
like
go,
the Venice area,
Yeah.
Tuscany, the whole freaking,
all of Italy, please.
I mean,
we had our first Tuscany tour this year.
I do know that.
We're expanding into Tuscany, but only one, because there's
Okay.
enough to do in Sicily. You could spend. Do you know I had in July a woman from the Boston area,
Mhm.
Maria. If you're watching, I'm sure she's watching because she's always watching. Stayed for 21 days. We didn't complete everything. Then in September, I had a couple stay for 22 days.
Wow.
In February, I have a couple 24 days.
Mm.
And this, like, they want more downtime because I have something every single day. They're like, there's no way you can spend that much time in Sicily and see something new every day.
You know what I have a hard time getting my arms around with you?
What?
You were born in Budapest.
Mm-hmm.
You lived in Israel for a while,
Mm-hmm.
Brazil for a while. And yet you turn around and you say, I have never found a place as beautiful as Sicily. That has stayed with me.
It bit me. It bit me.
All right.
It bit
Don't
me.
get mad.
Sicily bit me.
I like you. You
Me,
cold.
yeah.
Oh.
Warm part.
Oh
Heart.
my God.
Sicily, literally, you know what happened, Mike?
What happened?
My first 2-3 weeks, I was all professional. I've got a job to do. I've got videos. We have sponsors. I've got to get this done. All professional. Then when when Rocco Colonna
Yep,
left, our
yep.
camera guy,
Mhm.
he went back to California. Then I started relaxing a little, and then
You
looking
start to
around.
get mellow.
And I'm like, oh, wow.
Mhm.
And then I would go for my daily walks down to Acitrezza, the little town that has the beautiful volcanic rocks. And I'd be walking around and really feeling the vibes. And then the people I noticed were talking with their hands and being expressed just like Hungarians. And then the foods, oh my God, there's a lot of similarity. And I felt with the people, I'm like, at heart, I'm a European. And
the food didn't bother you. It's not
I'm
too
saying there's
spicy.
a lot spicy.
Okay.
Spicy. Sicilians are very, the most simple things are the best. You take a
Pasta
piece
with
of,
sardines. I get it. I
but
get it.
that's an extreme. I'm talking a piece of fish with olive oil, lemon, parsley. Stop.
End the conversation.
Yeah.
With everything though, every single fish you can have that, except for like mussels and stuff like the simple dishes, pasta with broccoli. Simple.
The
I love it.
the best
I love it.
the best swordfish that I ever had was in Sicily. The best. I mean, it was.
But that's one of their main. That's a staple. So swordfish is a staple. Swordfish, mussels, sardines. Those things are very prominent.
You're an island and you're surrounded by water, so you got a lot of
It
fishermen.
makes the most
It
sense.
makes
And
most
then
sense.
and then the peppers and onions. In Hungary, there's one of the major dishes. It's called lecho. It's peppers and onions and tomatoes.
Really?
But it's made in a little paprika, so that's the only difference.
See, peppers and onions. I got to add Italian sausage.
There you go.
I mean,
Exactly.
I-
exactly. That's and you
I
have
can't help myself.
That's exactly. And in Hungary, there's a very similar dish. But notwithstanding that, it was really the people. I fell in love with the people. That you go around and everyone's smiling. And I mean, there are the holes like there's everywhere.
Right.
But I found the people to be very warm, very friendly. I would go to a market and buy whatever fruits and vegetables. The guy would weigh it, take the bag, and put in a couple more. And so I fell in love with the people.
Was that because you were a woman?
No. This
All
guy,
right, just
this
checking.
guy.
I mean, I don't know. What do I know?
Since then,
Have you ever had a traffic ticket?
No.
Naturally.
Well, I don't drive that much, Mike. I don't drive that
I'm
much.
teasing. You know that, right?
No, I know, but
Listen,
Have you been stopped?
don't. Why would you even bring it into my
no,
universe?
because I personally, I think some
I
women
know.
get away with an awful lot that guys can't get away
No,
with.
not in Sicily. Not in Sicily.
All
No,
right.
they were.
All right.
Listen to me. During COVID, one of my girlfriends,
Yeah.
downtown Catania, she just an example. They were after everyone. I mean, they were after everyone. She didn't have her mask on properly. Fine,
Oh,
€100.
Jesus. Really?
No, just to
Wow.
everyone.
Yeah.
And she's a,
Okay.
no, but so back to what happened with Sicily, it was also the lifestyle. At first, it was very difficult for me because I'd stay in a supermarket line and I'm a type A. I've got things to do, places to be, I'm always on the go, and I'd be in line and it'd be 10 feet in with 10 people long. And the guy at the cash register, I'll never forget this one instance where he was just going on and on with the woman who's
I
paying.
hate
What do you pay? How are you making this pasta? What are you using these vegetables?
So-
How are you going to cook?
And you're
And
getting
she goes
a case of
on
agita.
and she's going on with her recipe, and the woman behind her is saying, well, I do it like this. And and I'm going, let's go.
Control it. Listen, you know what this means?
Yeah, no,
You don't know what this means?
He knows what that means.
I know. That.
Takes a break, baby. We got to take a break. And we're going to hear your voice on the Butcher Boy ad.
Oh, perfect.
You're the first ad that we're going to hear. Louis, why don't you take us out? We'll be right back, everybody.
All right.
Ciao, this is Eszter of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
This is David from the Sicilian Corner. You know, Mike, Tom, and I love to go to Salisbury Beach, but we love different things and can never agree where to go. Tom likes the casual family-style dining with the great Italian cuisine, Capri's seaside Italian kitchen and pizzeria. Me? I love the elegant romantic vibe Sea Glass with the amazing view and terrific menu with prices that make it the place you want to visit each and every week. Mike loves a drink in his hand and a cool ocean breeze right off the surf and the rhythms of a cooler reggae band. We all know Mike loves Bob Marley tunes at Surfside. Who doesn't love a great show? National acts, comedy, regional favorites in the beautiful and intimate Blue Ocean Concert Hall. Lucky for us, Atlantic Hospitality is the host of all of these great places, and they treat everyone like they are Mike Lamazzo. Best of all, we never have to choose. Park the car once and all this fun is right at your fingertips. You can have it all in the heart of Salisbury Beach. Find out all the ways you can have a great night at Salisbury Beach at northshorepavilion.com. And Mike, Tom, and I will see you there.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
When you dine at Ristorante Melisse in Amesbury, Massachusetts, you feel at home while enjoying an authentic Italian dining experience not to be forgotten. From the appetizer to dessert, you won't regret your choice. Bring your cravings and appetites. They promise you won't leave hungry or without leftovers for the next day. Takeout and catering are also available. Give them a call or visit them online for the menu, online ordering, and reservations. RistoranteMelisse.com. That's RistoranteMolise.com or call 978-388-4844. Ristorante Melisse, where you're treated like family.
Hi, this is Mike, and I would like to tell you about the Deborah Care Law Offices, a firm that is focused on estate planning, probate, trust administration, and elder law issues. You will feel comfortable discussing important issues concerning both you and your loved ones, as well as having the information you need to make an informed decision about your family's future. How do I know? Because I'm a client of Dan Deborah Care. If you want to have peace of mind knowing that your loved ones are protected, call Deborah Care Law Offices today. In Massachusetts, 978-686-4645. In New Hampshire, 603-894-4141. With a commitment to excellence, Siciliy Memorials is dedicated to helping families capture the spirit of their loved ones by building beautiful, lasting tributes that will endure the test of time. Trust Siciliy Memorials to build a personalized tribute that would reflect your loved one's life forever. That's Siciliy Memorials, 217 Merrimack Street, Methuen, Massachusetts. Telephone number 978-674-7035. 978-674-7035.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Orthopedics Northeast and Essex Orthopedics have joined forces as Mobility Bone and Joint Institute to bring improved access and outstanding medical care. While our name has changed, our dedication to exceptional care remains the same as it has for the past 30 years. Same location, 16 Pelham Road, Salem, New Hampshire.
This is Cindy,
and Mike Kunstler,
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
He is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back, as they like to say, and it's a pleasure to be back because we have a special co-host, Lou and I, and Eszter Vajda is with us, and she has a very, very, very popular, would you call You, Me, and Sicily a podcast?
It's a YouTube channel. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have a channel. I would say a channel.
A channel.
Yeah.
Okay. Louis, compared to us, we're a podcast.
We have a channel on YouTube.
We have
as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay. If you're on YouTube, you have a channel.
I think you guys, because you're on radio and you can get a lot of audios, your channel and a podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we're
We're on
not
Facebook or on YouTube, and we're on CAP. We're on live terrestrial radio.
I want to thank the people in the greater Lowell area. I mean, I hear from them during the course of the week. And the show is being very,
awesome.
very well received.
Well,
and
of
I love
course.
that. I love that. And
You're
plus,
a great host, Mike. I've said this to you before. You and Tommy had something going on there. That was a different show. And this is definitely, you bring, not to say anything about Tom, but you bring a depth into your interviews.
kind of you to say.
Would you agree? It was a different style show.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
This has more interviews and depth.
We're back to doing Merrimack Valley Central,
Yes.
Southern New Hampshire. And something, as long as you're having fun,
Exactly.
you keep.
And you keep the people happy and entertained. The main purpose of You, Me, and Sicily, it started out with, the spell stereotypes, teach people about Sicily, and that still is what we do. We educate people about contributions to beauty and so forth. But let's face it, it's also to entertain people. It's also to bring them to a place they may never be able to go.
Amen. Amen to that. Listen, Sicily, the one thing that I was kind of really enjoyed about my trips there was the fact that on Sundays, Lou, it's similar to where we used to when we grew up in the 50s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's family,
And church.
and church. And
Basics.
I wish
Basics.
we would go back.
And Al talks a lot about that.
Does he?
Yeah, he talks a lot about that. In fact, our YouTube channel, we have all types of videos. We have where just Al and I are just bantering back and forth. We go live like this Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, You, Me, and Sicily. We'll go live. So I'll be here in Boston. He'll be in Sicily, and we'll chit chat. Then there's also highly produced videos where we take you to the city of Messina and show you the sights, the sounds, the foods, and so forth. Those are highly edited pieces. But so in some of our videos, we have segments about everyday life. And for example, Sundays in Sicily is a segment that we have had on several times.
That's good. I'm glad.
Because the Sunday there, first of all, stores and shops close early.
Yeah.
Supermarkets close at 1.
Good.
2 o'clock, excuse me. The food vendors, the little mom and pop fruit and vegetable vendors, they close and then go home, and that's it. You're with family. That's it. And, I go to church sometimes in either Acitraz or Acicatena, a little church, San Giovanni Battista, St. John the Baptist is the patron saint. It's a small church. I see the same people
all the time.
all the time. My
Same-
first year,
same pew.
I listen to this. My first year, I got a story for you. My first year, I didn't know what the heck. It was July, and I go down to church, and I have on a dress, a summer dress. It's July. It's hot. I go in a dress, and the priest is Giuseppe. Before giving me communion, he takes the communion and looks at me and he says something about my shoulder. Now, mind you, I spoke little or no zero Italian,
okay.
but I got it. My shoulders were not covered. I was like, what? What do you mean my shoulders are not covered? As you know, some places you have to cover your shoulder, but I didn't know that. So at the end, at the end of church, I went up to him and I said, "Stranieri." I'm out, I'm a
Right.
foreigner, but
Right.
he happened to speak a little bit of English, and since then we're very good friends. He's been transferred to another parish, unfortunately, but so Sunday church, yes, and then Sunday also is the day that everyone goes to the market, get their foods, and then go home, and nonna, grandma, or someone has been cooking since the early morning,
Right.
and
the
the
aromas,
sugu,
and the aroma.
and the woman, and yes, sugu. And people say to me, "Oh, can I get meatballs and spaghetti in Sicily?" Not in any restaurant. You know why? Because that's a home cooked meal. Now
Yep.
there are shops, like one of our favorite shops in Via Grande, and it's family owned,
Okay.
3 generations, and Saturday night they're already making the sugo and they'll sell it to the public. But it's not usual to get it in a restaurant because every grandma is making it.
Right.
You can't restaurant.
Right.
It's not the same experience. It's just not the same experience.
Well, that's a custom that I hope they maintain through
Yeah.
the years, because I think it's healthy.
Yeah.
Parents get a chance to talk with their children.
Yeah.
And to me, that's a custom that I wish it was nice to see a lot of the box stores closed for Thanksgiving.
A lot of the what?
A lot of the box stores,
box stores.
Walmart, or
Yes.
the big stores let their employees have a day that they can spend with
That's
their family.
important. That's important.
I think it is.
And the other
I
thing
think-
is not just on Sunday, but every other day. Talk about the 50s and 60s doing the passeggiata, where families go out to the piazza, the main square
at night.
at night, and you have men and women,
Hand in hand.
arm in arm.
Aunt Grace could barely walk, but Uncle Sam is holding on to her and keeping her in a straight line.
Yeah, that's very
And
important.
they love it. They love it. And they go out at night because it gets a little bit cooler, correct?
Yeah, and exactly. And you don't want to be going out to dinner as well.
With the sun and
With
everything.
the sun and everything. But so that type of, and here's another thing that is so beautiful to me, that you have, for example, in a town called Aci Castello, which is right next to our town that we go to all the time. It's non-touristy. We bring tourists there. But what you have is in the main piazza, it's so beautiful. In the evening, in the afternoon, you have kids playing soccer, kids biking, kids on roller blades.
They're outside.
And they're outside. They're playing. They're causing havoc, but they are outside and they are enjoying. No cell phones, no tablets, no nothing. But picture this: you're sitting there, and Al and I have done this, and we're having our Aperol spritz or glass or something, and we're watching like a scene from another world.
Yeah.
The families,
Yeah.
the elderly walking hand in hand. People just
Old-fashioned value.
just enjoying life.
Yeah.
That to me is so beautiful.
All right. Christmas right around the corner.
Yeah,
It's coming.
It's already Christmas
it's
in Sicily.
It's coming up so quick. It's unbelievable. The one thing I don't like about what goes on here in the States is, Jesus, we haven't even celebrated 4th of July and they got Halloween candy out.
Don't even.
And then the next thing you know, they got all their Christmas
yeah.
decorations up and it's not even November.
Listen, I went to Faneuil Hall yesterday. Wow.
Okay.
I was impressed by the tree, the big tree, and a little bit of decorations there. It was very lively. Even in Andover, it's pretty lit up. I was
No, the people. There seems to be in my little neighborhood.
Yeah.
There seems to be a lot more people
decorating more than I remember in past years. in the
Yeah,
past few
and
years.
speaking of that, I just want to mention to our listeners here at the Sicilian Corner that come Saturday over at the Tuscan Village, we got the tree lighting ceremony going on.
Oh, tomorrow.
And, yeah. And that's going to go from 12 to 6. Santa Claus is going to be arriving. There's 2 50-foot trees.
Wow.
And Joe Farrow is going to throw the switch and the lights are going to go on. They have 50 carolers that are going to be walking around the property singing. I mean, it's going to be.
That's fun.
They got, for the kids, there's rides, there's face painting, you name it, there's that going on. And also on Sunday, if you live in the Methuen-Lawrence area, over at the Loop Loop, they're having their tree lighting ceremony on Sunday. And it should be a great time. Santa Claus is going to be coming on a fire truck because there's no snow, so he can't come by sleigh.
That's
so he's
funny.
got to bring him by fire
That's
truck.
funny. I heard there's a little snow coming. No, maybe.
I can only hope, but I doubt it. It's too warm.
Anyway,
It's
so let me tell you that in Sicily, and of course we have many videos of this, the Christmas markets. Oh my gosh. In downtown Catania, you have Via Etnea for like a mile.
Really?
A good mile.
Wow.
First of all, in one of the piazzas, there's all Piazza University. So the elephant. There's the elephant, and then the next piazza, all local vendors, handmade products, all artisan, all tutti prodotti siciliani, all Sicilian products. And then you go down for about a mile, and it's all lit up, and there's a big Christmas tree.
Love it.
And then there's a couple of places where they have just jewelry, people who make handmade jewelry, and they all are in one little spot. And then you have a ceramics place. You even have people making baskets, weaved baskets, or carpets. I mean, there's a woman that makes it that she sits there and you can watch her. I got to give it to Sicilians, like the festivals, not the religious festivals.
Okay.
The festivals celebrating something. So for instance, in October, we have Ottobrata, Oktoberfest, which is a celebration of the harvest, of the fall harvest, and also handmade products. And of course,
and handmade products.
And handmade products. And we have, of course, a whole video. And they do a great job because you have these men and women who are, again, weaving baskets. Or there's the ceramic lady. This year she was there with her son. Or there you have, people making handmade things. And they're displaying their products while they're doing it. There's a woman doing embroidery. So they do a beautiful job.
Oh, I'm sure.
So in December, this will be up till January 6th, which is La Befana. So I won't be seeing you guys.
Okay.
First
Friday.
Friday.
You mentioned La Befana.
Yeah.
And that's the Italian version of Santa Claus. And
La Befana?
Oh, no, I'm going to get, I know what you're going to say. I just have to take a break. And I was just trying to change the conversation over so I could get a lead out. Because something, girl, you like to talk, and I think that's wonderful. You're an easy guest. You're an easy guest. So Lou, why don't we take our last commercial break, and then we're going to come back. We're going to talk about Christmas in Sicily. All right.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
This is David from the Sicilian Corner. You know, Mike, Tom, and I love to go to Salisbury Beach, but we love different things and can never agree where to go. Tom likes the casual family-style dining with the great Italian cuisine, Capri's seaside Italian kitchen and pizzeria. Me? I love the elegant romantic vibe Sea Glass with the amazing view and terrific menu, with prices that make it the place you want to visit each and every week. Mike loves a drink in his hand and a cool ocean breeze right off the surf and the rhythms of a cooler reggae band. We all know Mike loves Bob Marley tunes at Surfside. Who doesn't love a great show? National acts, comedy, regional favorites, and the beautiful and intimate Blue Ocean Concert Hall. Lucky for us, Atlantic Hospitality is the host of all of these great places, and they treat everyone like they are Mike Lamazzo. Best of all, we never have to choose. Park the car once and all this fun is right at your fingertips. You can have it all in the heart of Salisbury Beach. Find out all the ways you can have a great night at Salisbury Beach at northshorepavilion.com. And Mike, Tom, and I will see you there.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
Sisters and co-owners Antoinetta and Elisa brought their family authentic Italian recipes from Molise, Italy, and a warm and welcoming dining experience to its customers at Ristorante Molise. The combination of their meals made from natural, homemade, fresh ingredients and your time with family and friends together at dinner time is unmatched. Located in Market Square in the heart of Amesbury, they're open for dinner Tuesday through Sunday from 3 to 9 p.m. and are available for private parties during off hours. For reservations, call them at 978-388-4844. That's 978-388-4844.
Hi, this is Mike, and I would like to tell you about the Deborah Care Law Offices, a firm that is focused on estate planning, probate, trust administration, and elder law issues. You will feel comfortable discussing important issues concerning both you and your loved ones, as well as having the information you need to make an informed decision about your family's future. How do I know? Because I'm a client of Dan Deborah Care. If you want to have peace of mind knowing that your loved ones are protected, call Deborah Care Law Offices today. In Massachusetts, 978-686-4645. In New Hampshire, 603-894-4141. With a commitment to excellence, Siciliy Memorials is dedicated to helping families capture the spirit of their loved ones by building beautiful, lasting tributes that will endure the test of time. Trust Siciliy Memorials to build a personalized tribute that would reflect your loved one's life forever. That's Siciliy Memorials, 217 Merrimack Street, Methuen, Massachusetts. Telephone number 978-674-7035. 978-674-7035.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Orthopedics Northeast and Essex Orthopedics have joined forces as Mobility Bone and Joint Institute to bring improved access and outstanding medical care. While our name has changed, our dedication to exceptional care remains the same as it has for the past 30 years. Same location, 16 Pelham Road, Salem, New Hampshire.
This is Cindy,
And Mike Kunstler.
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back.
Is this shameless?
What do you got there?
Our T-shirt, You, Me, and Sicily.
Love
And
it.
I brought,
Wow.
well, I got
You're like
one
a
for
walking
you.
billboard
That's right.
advertising. Yeah.
So I got one of these for you and Tommy a few months, or
Yes.
last time I was home.
Yeah.
And I brought one for Lou.
Excellent.
And I put it in my bag, and then I put my lipstick on, and I accidentally got a little bit of lipstick on there. So it's
That
signed
makes
for
it
you.
personal.
Yeah.
Happens to me all the time.
Yeah, same
It's
thing.
signed for you. By the way, if people want to get T-shirts,
How do they go about doing that?
they can go on our YouTube page, You, Me, and Sicily on YouTube, and underneath any of our videos, we have T-shirts, hats, aprons, mugs. Right now, I just put stockings in there.
Ooh.
So real cute red stockings and You, Me, and Sicily. And I've got
There's
a
more?
new-
There's
there's
more?
more because I've got a new thing coming in to our shop, and it's going to have a map of Sicily with the names of the provinces, and you can get T-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, all these with a map of Sicily.
You know something? You're the merch queen.
Yeah, we're missing the
Yeah,
boat.
well,
on
you know something?
merchandising.
Yeah, we're missing the boat here.
Yeah.
Merch queen, baby. You gotta
And
we gotta
then we
get
have
you
one
on.
more thing that's
Yeah.
very, very
just keeps on coming.
just keep our most popular item
Yeah.
is a sterling silver trinacria, but they can only get that through me.
Yeah.
If you go to our website, youmeandsicily.com, my email or my assistant's email is over there. Someone will respond to you. And our sterling silver trinacria is a beautiful Christmas gift or whatever gift, and it's made in Italy. Just
Wow.
so you know.
Listen, Roger's being fresh. Roger Trudell. He's being a little bit sarcastic. And I said that you talk an awful lot. And he turned around and he says, "Look who's talking, Mikey. You're the one with a radio show."
Well,
Yeah, she's got a radio show too.
Yeah.
well, you brought me in here to talk about Sicily, and I can spend
I look forward-
literally hours talking about everything
Once
about Sicily.
once a month, you join us here, and Lou and I look forward to it
Yeah.
all the time.
I look forward to it too.
We because it's a lot of fun, and
And we
you
get
know
to
you
visit
you
Sicily.
yeah you
Yeah.
bring so much information to the table. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Talk about Sicily and Christmas
Christmas.
time. What goes on?
I have to tell you that Christmas, Easter, all of those, they're so special. A lot of traditions that have been kept alive for centuries and centuries,
Yeah.
including what to eat on, let's say, Christmas Eve.
Is there
Christmas
seven? Is there the seven fishes or not?
No.
No.
Not
Okay,
in
that's something that
You
started.
eat fish. You can eat fish,
Yeah.
but there's no like 1, 2, 3, 4. No.
Okay.
So let me tell
Okay.
you that it starts on Christmas Eve, and traditionally on Christmas Eve, because a lot of people go to mass,
Mhm.
midnight mass, you have a scacciata or meat pie or vegetable pie, and everyone in Sicily is making them or selling them. And a few years, and of course, we have a whole video, 2 videos on it, because I went into a shop and I followed one of the women. She made it step by step and told me the ingredients.
Oh, she ground the pork butt the whole 9 yards.
Well, she told me exactly yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then she put, the salt, pepper, the olives, and a
Oh,
little bit
you're
of
making me- you
tomatoes,
know, you make-
and the most important part, the cheese, right? And then so that's a scacciata. So New Year's Eve, Al will have a scacciata for sure. Then for Christmas Day, traditionally people either have some kind of fish, including stocco or bacala. You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that
you get the dried?
Well, so do you know that that is the only Sicilian traditional dish that the fish doesn't come from Sicily? It's the only meal all year that the fish doesn't come. It comes from Norway. One of them is dried by sun and wind. Other one is salted.
Right.
Right. And you have to desalt to. And we
I can
did a whole
remember
video on that too.
I remember my father-in-law soaking it in the bathtub for like 3 days and changing the water.
That's exactly. Or you can buy it already.
It's not my favorite dish.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the potatoes. I love the potatoes to go with it. For some reason or another, I could eat a dish of potatoes. The fish, it's a taste thing.
It's a taste thing. But that is a traditional thing that a lot of restaurants, even if you go, they'll have either lamb or a bacala.
Lamb is very big.
Lamb, for sure, including the mountain towns. A lot of people eat lamb and then let's talk about the other traditional thing, which is a panettone.
Okay.
Right? You guys know what a panettone is.
Yeah.
Panettone is Italian cake, Christmas cake. It does not originate from Sicily, but believe it or not, Sicily this year won first place for the best panettone maker, Fiascanato, who happens to be a good friend of ours, and we featured them on one of our videos. We went inside, and they won first in Italy because they have used the lievito. See, I'm thinking in Italian. The yeast.
Yep.
74 years old. Every year they take a little piece of the dough.
Yeah.
They take a little piece and make the rest, and it's the same dough that they made originally. Original founders, the grandfather of the kids that I interviewed, they came up with this recipe, and now it is the best panettone. And you can have different flavors. You can have the pistachio filling, the lemon filling, the
Sicilian pistachios,
the hazelnut, and so they won first year. And listen to this: a few years ago, they partnered up with Dolce Gabbana, and so because Dolce is from Polizzi Generosa in Sicily.
Oh, okay.
And they partnered up, and now they have the boxes of panettone in Dolce Gabbana Sicilian motif. Oh. Now, do you know the Dolce Gabbana, right?
I know.
The clothing and apparel store.
Yeah.
And a few years ago, they took on some of the Sicilian card and, motifs, the beautiful paintings that depict
ceramics and whatnot.
No, but the box.
The box.
The box
okay.
that the panettone is sold in has that motif.
Oh.
So Fiascanato and Dolce Gabbana partnered up. So the box itself is worth like $30. It's a tin box.
But it's art.
It's art.
Yeah.
And you get the most delicious panettone in it.
When I was in Catania a couple of times, a dish that they, a specialty, to hold in your hand, they actually, here in Lawrence, Peter Messina used to make the crispelli.
Yeah.
In Catania, it's very popular.
It's huge.
Exactly the same way with the cheese and with the anchovy.
With the ricotta.
All right, with the ricotta. Now, what is ricotta? Isn't it a cheese?
Yeah. Well, it's something that happens before cheese. It's that process.
Well, listen to you.
Because we've been on our tours, we stop at a sheep farm and then eat fresh ricotta. And the guy went through many years ago. He went through the whole process.
So it's the process before it becomes cheese.
Before it makes it's boiled and you eat it hot. I didn't know any of this before I went to Sicily. I would be like cheese ricotta.
From a girl from Hungary, you've done all right for yourself,
You guys got me an anchovy crispelli at one of the feasts, and I can still recall the taste on demand. As soon as you mentioned
4 weeks.
Yeah.
For 4 weeks after the fact.
As soon as you mention it,
goes down like lard.
Yeah.
I like the cheese. Barbara likes
the cheese would be good.
Anchovy.
But you guys gave me
Peter Messina and Ruth, God bless them. They worked. You have no idea. There'd be over 25 people in that little store.
Do you know? Oh my God, Peter. I love Peter. Oh, we did a whole video with Peter, by the way. because he sold
He
his
told me. He told me that.
sold his family home. He's a dear friend of ours. We always get together when he's over
Yeah.
there.
His mother passed away, and yeah.
Boy, did he become emotional. We were in his house that we've been to many, many times, and he's standing there showing the bed that he was born in.
Yeah.
And he became so. I've never seen Peter Messina become Peter.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do. I do. But I think that's wonderful that tradition. And even still now, Greg Frado, he's Crispelli
Greg
USA.
Frado?
Yeah, he's doing a nice job. And it's nice. I mean, we refer to it as feast food,
Right.
because Peter did it for I don't know, 50 years.
Do you know in Sicily, a lot of places they offer it like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, every week.
I do.
every week.
I did know that. Yeah.
It's like, and a lot of the kids go there. It's like a Friday night thing to do. I don't know. When I was here, when I was growing up, it was roast beef. What is it called? The roast beef place. Harrison's. Like everyone went to Harrison's.
Yep.
Here, a lot of the kids gather around the Crispelli maker. It's so cool to see.
I don't want to distract you too much, but Mikey mentioned that you lived in Israel for a while. And given the news flow, just give me a little taste of life in Israel and your time in Israel.
Well, I was a young child living in Israel, and I remember going to Jerusalem for Christmas. And this is a memory that I'll never forget, because we were there for 2 years and we went to Jerusalem for Christmas. And my most striking thing, in one place, all the Christians, the Catholics, or the Christians were buying stuff for Christmas. Just all over, they were the Muslims doing their thing. The Jews were getting ready for Hanukkah. So, and in my memory, it was a very, peaceful thing that was going on, notwithstanding Palestine, because we never went to Palestine.
Right.
I didn't know at that age what was going on, but I have to say that it has caused me incredible sadness. The whole situation.
I can understand
because not just because for the people, but because of the traditions, the darkness of it. It's Christmas time, and here are people suffering, and so it's just life in Israel. We also lived in a kibbutz, which was supposed to be a safe place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go too much into it.
As a matter of fact, we're banging up against the clock. Louis, how much time we have?
We get time. It's time to go, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ciao.
Mwah.
Take care. And the kiss on both sides, that's for sure.
That's in Italy.
I
Kiss
know.
on both sides. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
You'll be back with us the first Friday in January.
Yep. What day was that? I'll have plenty to talk about New Year's Eve.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Al and I are going to a big bash.
Hey, everybody, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Next week, Italy's Consul General is located in Boston. Armando Minuti is going to be in the studio with us, and we're looking forward to that. So I hope you have time to join us next week.
Grazie
Take
mille.
care. Grazie mille.